Hello, 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 Capricorns. Good morning. Welcome. Uh, my name is Patty. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I am here to do your intuitive tarot. If I can shuffle this morning, a cup of coffee. I need another cup of coffee. I'm going to be doing it from the 13th to the 19th. So there is a full moon coming in that time. Is it during that time? Let me think. Oh my gosh. I've been doing so many readings, guys. I don't know. But there is a full moon coming. And if it's not in this week, it's in your previous reading. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that. But I do have, actually, it's coming on the 18th. On the 18th. I had to think a minute. Like I said, it's morning. It's really early. Been doing a lot of work already. So hang tight with me. So I am going to do some astrology and numerology with your reading if you're new, and I do it a little differently just because I this is divine guided. So this deck here that I'm trying to shuffle, is Divine's deck. So if you're coming to tarot, you have a question, you're seeking something, and you are trying to figure something out, make a decision, whatever it is. So this is his message to you when divine creator, sacred one, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call divine, this is his message to you. So take heed because we have a really tight connection. And a lot of the times these are really on point. Okay, so let's get started. All righty. What does he have to say? Yes, exactly. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. And then I'll do the current energy and the future energies. All right. So everybody's like, well, what did he say? What did he say? So he's talking about, and he's putting this in numerology in number 9. So it's very intense. There might be something that is about to be let go, or you might be trying to let go of something, but it is a high intensity, mainly keeping this at the forefront in your focus. This is the power of purpose, okay? The power of your calling, the power of purpose. With the earth signs this week, it just seems like it has a lot to do with your authentic you. Good morning, Maria. Good to see you too. This is about your purpose and your calling in life. So he is really he pounded it into the earth signs, and he's pounding it into the water signs. So this is a time to really have a reflection on who you are. We're coming into the end of the year. A lot of people take that at really heavy heart, to really try to make new resolutions and all that kind of stuff. This is really not the end of the year thing, but it is a continuum. So where do you want to go from here? What do you want to do? And are you having a joy-filled heart doing it? If you're not feeling like happy about what you're doing, or you're feeling frustrated, or you're getting these low vibration energies all the time, and those low vibration energies are going to be like doubt or depression, anxiety, those kind of things. That is low vibrational. That means you're not in the right place, you're not in your purpose. Okay, so, and also too, there's two things to this purpose is either secular, which is earthbound, or it's spiritual in it's in your thinking. So we think more from the world's perspective of, you care about what everybody else thinks, or how, what do they think about what I wear? What do they think about my hair? What do they think about, those kind of things? That's first dimensional. That's earth. When you become more spiritual, it doesn't matter what other people think. You do what is your authentic self. So divine is definitely pushing that on the water and the earth signs, moving out of this low vibrational. I'm getting a lot of, especially probably because this time of year, the intuition and the feelings. I was speaking with another empath last night, and we both are really in this feeling that this depression and anxiety is like an overlaying cloud above people at this time. And that is very, very much an earth secular thing. And you can get rid of that. Of course, there's some medical depression and things like that. However, majority of the people are depressed because things aren't working out that they want, things aren't happening that the way they thought they would. You know, maybe there's somebody bullying, maybe there's somebody, but this is again, this is this low vibration that's keeping you there, and that's the intention. Okay, that low vibration wants to keep you there because it feeds off of that. And unfortunately, we have to begin to separate from that. How do we do that? We have to start thinking from our spiritual mind, which is our spirit and our soul, and making that connection more so than the earthbound thinking. Don't give a crap what everybody else thinks, because you know what? At the end of the day, when we pass over, go to the second dimension, it's just you and divine. It ain't anybody else. Let me tell you, nobody else is going to follow you, and your things are not going to follow you. So, really, really, what is your intention from here forward? The reason why I'm getting to the word intention is because that's your current energy. It's the also the number 4. Everybody's like, well, there's two twos there. Well, you can actually take those two twos and they're going to be the same as 4 because it's bringing balance. And what is the number 4? The number 4 is about foundation and grounding. Where is it starting from? Where is this? Where do you want to go from today forward? How do you want to be? How do you want to be remembered? What is your legacy? If you were to pass today, what are people going to say about you? What do you want them to say about you? Oh, you know, for me, I want them to say, wow, she was just full of love and positivity, and she really wanted to lift everybody up. That's what I want people to say. I don't want them to say, oh gosh, you know, she really worked hard and she's always working, 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 which I do, but I don't want them to remember me that way. So, what is your purpose and your intention from today forward spiritually? Okay. Because your future energy is the number 10. And number 10 is also number 1. Okay. Your future energy is about releasing something that is no longer working. This is all the year this has been happening. It's a reset time. Release what isn't working, release those low vibrational energies, that low self esteem, that low value, that depression and anxiety. Get rid of it. How do we get rid of it? We have to separate ourselves from it. Okay, because the number 1 in that, in the number 10, is newness. It is new creative energy coming in. And I'm going to tell you, I do have the full moon reading coming up, and the thing is that energy is actually true. This new energy that is coming from the full moon is actually finally bringing balance and hope and harmony together. Sorry, I burnt my finger, so if it looks ugly, I apologize. I had a second-degree burn from stupid oil while I was cooking. But the thing is that this is the power of your purpose from now forward. And if you are one of those that does resolutions and stuff, I don't, because you're setting yourself up to fail. You can set goals. This is my goal, my next month goal, then my next 3-month goal, my next 5-month goal, or 6-month. Okay, the next year, whatever your goal is, it's more obtainable to achieve that than to because you can set yourself up to be able to achieve those. A resolution, it's something that is a weakness that you have that a lot of the times people fall back on. Oh, I'm going to diet and lose, 50 pounds. Well, they fall back on that because their healing process isn't done. So that's why they've gained weight. Okay, because they're eating to fulfill empty or a problem that they don't want to address. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, find your purpose. What is it? They say this mama's tired. So mama needs to rest. Mama needs to rest. And also, too, you need to see where you can refuel yourself from. For me, I get into nature. Now, if you hear a storm going on outside my door, there is. If the lights flicker, we got a big storm going on here in Oregon. So, and I'm in my shop, which isn't a lot of, what do you call it? Insulation on my garage door. So it gets a little chilly. So I have my heater real close by. So anyway, if the lights flicker, it's not the ghosts, it's the storm. All right. So let's get to your reading and see what's going on. All right. So I also, too, for those who haven't seen me yet, This is a new deck I'm using. I love it. I've used it for about a week. And as you know, I always use uplifting decks. You won't ever see me use a dark deck because I don't want to bring those negative energies in here, which I did in the very beginning of doing tarot because I had no idea what I was doing. And Divine woke me up and slapped me upside the head. But this is the Disney villains. A lot of fun. Beautiful artist is Ellie Goldwine. Beautiful. Congratulations to her because she did a really good job. It's a lot of work, let me tell you. You got 78 cards in a deck, and you've got to make sure that they're all on point to what the. Some people do it by the weight riders, and they try to make it, match. That's what I like. I like the original. All right, so let's see what we're going here. I'm starting to get chatty now, so the coffee's kicking in. Oops. This is the first card out. They're new, so they're a little bit sticky yet. Oh, Three of Cups. Yes, I like that. Celebration right out of the front. A lot of cups this week. A lot of cups and a lot of wands. Yeah, I knew that was going to come up because of the change. There's like change coming. It's going to be up to you to allow that change to happen or not. What is the challenge card? I love this. Ooh, nice. So what it is that we've got a celebration starting out. So somebody is ready to change. Somebody is ready to say, you know what? I deserve to be my authentic you. I deserve Mama, you deserve rest. Okay, so you deserve that. You have to find a way to do that for your body, your spirit, and your soul, because you cannot refuel your spirit and your soul without getting rest. Well, the way we refuel our spirit is quiet. Even for me, I sit in the car. Sometimes I come home from work. I sit in the car for 10 minutes before I come in and I sort of meditate and I'm like, okay, thank you for the day. I thank, Divine for everything. And then I give quiet time in case there's a message he wants to give to me because sometimes he does. It's like, okay, you forgot to do this or, you didn't call so and so like I asked you to or whatever. Then I do that right there because I'm obedient to Divine. So the Three of Cups is beautiful, starting out just really with a high energy. Again, this is the full moon. This is the energies of harmony coming in. Then you have the Four of Cups. Okay, a little bit of contradictory there, but or excuse me, the Six of Cups. A little bit of contradictory there, but it's not the focal point. We've got the Five of Swords. In the center of your reading is death. Now, remember that death is it's not a bad thing. A lot of people look at it. If you look at death, what is death? Death is just a separation, right? And what did the divine say or what did the energy say about your future energy? It's coming apart. So coming apart can be a really good thing because it's the number 10 as well. And for the death card, it's the number 13, which turns to number 4, which again is your current energy. Okay, I don't make this stuff up. I can't. I'm not a magician. But this is the founding. This is your grounding. So where are you grounded? I'm going to ask those that are maybe first time viewers is like, are you grounded in the earth and secular or are you grounded in the spirit? Because if you're grounded in the spirit, then you're on your way to a higher self. When you're grounded in secular, you've got more learning to do, but you gradually get yourself um, to think more spiritually. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. I just love the art of this. And then we have the Star. Star is all about bringing balance. All about, again, we're talking about balance. The number 4 here again. And this is the number 17, which turns to number 8 is about the progress and everything that you are doing. Now, your future card or your challenge card is the Knight of Cups. I don't want to do this. I don't feel like I need to do this. This is the challenge card. But the Knight of Cups is sort of like a message coming in, is trying to bring you something of your desires and your hopes. Again, we go back to what Divine is saying in the very beginning. It is the power of your purpose. I'll tell you, people, when you're working in your purpose, you will skyrocket in abundance because you will then begin to feel a different energy. You will begin to feel more light. You will the energy and the frequency that you put out, your aura puts out, is much higher and lighter. And when you work in your purpose, your aura expands. How I'm going to tell you right here, because this is, I've got goosebumps for somebody. Things about aura, because I don't read auras, I feel auras, and I can tell people just by walking if they're not a good person. And I mean by they do harm to others or abusive to others, or I can tell if they're going through a problem or struggle or whatever. Because as you become lighter in spirit, in love, basically, because that's what spirit is your this field around you, which is called an aura, has colors as well. But the thing is that when you're angry and you're living in low vibration, and your self-esteem is really low, your self-value is low, you're full of hatred or you're full of anger, your area around you is very small, and your chakras are very tiny. So, and some of them with fear, they could be very big and expanded. However, when you start working with auras and you begin in love and light and balance, again, this is divine. Maybe this is a thank you. So he says this is time for somebody to maybe to start to learn how to meditate or pray, or just sit still and be quiet. And that's the hardest thing for you guys to do, because this is going to begin to separate. Not only you're going to see yourself starting to think differently, because when you begin to go in a higher vibration and a higher energy, then what happens, yes, you begin to come apart. You begin to split that low vibration to bring more higher vibration, which then begins to expand your aura. You can expand your aura 60 feet. You can expand your aura, or you can bring it in like within inches. Isn't that amazing? But the thing is, with this going on, there is a separation going on. So somebody is in the process of trying to figure themselves out on a more spiritual, higher level, which is great. Because have you ever walked into a room and somebody comes in and they just radiate positivity or radiate? It's like, oh, there she is, or there he is, or and it's not just because they're gorgeous or they're beautiful. It's just like they've got this aura. This is the aura that expands 60 feet out, and everybody can feel it. Okay. Anger can do the same thing. However, it bounces off of other people. And I'm not going to go into auras and stuff like that. But what happens with anger is it gets absorbed by other people, and then it just keeps doing a chain reaction, a ripple effect. And then before you know it, the whole room is angry for no reason. Have you ever had that happen at work? That's what's going on. All right. So I am going to clarify some things here, and also too, I'm going to be doing it differently. Ooh, see, we got the devil again. More bonding, more bounding yourself to the low. Start thinking of more positive things. For those that are, if you I keep hearing anxiety and depression, this is a time for you to start thinking about it in a different way, because you're more earthly. You're more bound to the earth. And when you're bound to the earth, then you worry. If you worry, you don't believe in divine. We all have a little bit of worry. However, we have to have faith and trust in the second dimension that everything is going to turn out all right. Everything's going to be fine. This is the power of the planets that are coming up, because it's, again, harmony, bringing happiness, bringing joy. It's changing. The energies are changing. So, but for this depression, you can get out of it. Being a life coach and, a spiritual coach, if you need help with that, please, you email me and I'll help you out. I don't charge for it. This is my gift. This is my gift. The Hierophant. Okay, so this Three of Cups, whatever it is coming up for you, because this is your first card out, the Hierophant, which is divine, is behind it. So find what it is that you're supposed to be doing and moving forward. Okay, thank you. So he's saying, if there is somebody in your life, and I had told this, I can't think, to Cancers, if there's somebody in your life that is not for you, they are against you. And those people need to step back and come apart. Okay. If somebody is saying, oh, well, that's a stupid idea. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Oh, why did I marry you? Oh, all that kind of stuff. They're not for you. And they're not the person that divine put you together with, because that is not of love. that is of the devil card, the low vibration. Okay. There's the lover's card here. So somebody's going through that. Definitely, yeah. So I remember I said there is some conflict here with the Six of Cups. There is some pain, there is some hurt from the past. Or there is something going on that you got hurt. Or maybe you know somebody that got hurt recently. They were all happy and joyous, and then all of a sudden, uh, something happened. This is a big thing, you guys, in your workplace or in your friends. If you notice an enormous shift in their behavior or what they're doing, please take heed to that. Working with chemical dependency and in abuse situations, that is, there's something going on that they need to help or they need somebody to listen to. I don't know who that is for, but definitely needs to be addressed, even out of love. Just, hey, are you okay today? Is everything okay? Just that may even help open the door for them because they're afraid. They're definitely afraid. All right. So the Five of Swords, we have a clarification of the Six of Swords. So a lot of swords, a lot of truth here. Again, this might be somebody running away from what is going on. Somebody might be running away from this pain, this heartache. This is not a healing. This is not a way to heal. Okay. This is not a way to heal and move that. It is time to refuel. Mama, this is time for you to rest. This is time for you to find a way to get some rest. Maybe you have to delegate, or maybe you have to sacrifice not doing something, but it is time for some rest, or whatever is happening here. All right. So let me see what else is going on. Because you've got balance coming in. Yeah, somebody is depressed. Somebody is really, I've got the four again. 4 4 4 4. Somebody's grounding and foundation is really off. And it's off because you're thinking so much of the world. You're thinking of the first dimension. If I could have a few coaching sessions with you, it would help you a lot in not to worry about that. But this again is a time to separate and time to say, you know what, maybe I need some new friends. Maybe I need a new job. Maybe I need some of that, because somebody's juggling too much. Somebody has too many things on their plate. When we have too many things on our plate, we are not in our purpose because we cannot focus in on one thing. We cannot do one thing. Our intentions are good, but tensions can be really empty because the thing is you cannot put your focus in on 100% on something. So it's sort of like me now. I have a day job and I cannot put my focus in on my leather work. I can't do that right now. However, sometimes we have to do that for our financial reasons, but it's still to get back on track of what your purpose is. So this is temporary that I'm doing that. But the thing is that we have to focus, because if we do too many things, we're going to get burned out. We're going to feel tired. We're going to not feel like we're going to feel like a hamster in a thing, or a merry-go-round that's going so fast that, it's like somebody's screaming, well, just stop it. One of those. Great thing is that we've got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. This is your challenge card. There has to be movement from you. Excuse me. There has to be movement from you in order to do it. So this is about movement in your thought process, guys. This is movement in how you are going to move forward from today forward. Okay, so he's saying somebody's thinking negative. They're thinking about this coming apart is a bad thing. So if you're in a relationship and it's breaking apart, this is coming as a download. If you're in a relationship and it's breaking apart, do not look at the negative side of it. Be thankful. Give him thanks, because the thing is that he's trying to either save you, protect you, or he's saying, this is not the person that I put you with, because this is not love. This is not love. The people that love each other do not do these things. I don't know who this is for, but this is not a bad thing. Coming apart is just showing you that what isn't working needs to stop, and that what new things are coming now can open the door and come forward. All right. I don't know who that's for, but whatever is coming apart in your life, do not look at the negative. That is that devil card that popped up I was going to say, yeah, is going to keep you confused. That's that devil card that's going to keep you down in the low vibrations. And that's what keeps you in depression and anxiety. You're looking at the negative side of it rather than the positive, uplifting love side of it. Divine puts us through pain so that we can learn, we can not repeat, or maybe we can grow to have more wisdom. Knowledge is wisdom, or knowledge is earthly and wisdom is spiritual. Okay, so this is something that really want to pay attention to. And if this isn't you and you see that it is somebody around you, with this full moon energy, give them hope, give them encouragement. Even if you say, you know, whatever you're going through right now, it's all going to be fine. Okay, because there is something going on. This is death is in set in the center and the coming apart. And so this means that things are changing. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of change. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Michelle. Thank you for sharing that about your daughter. You know, a lot of the times when she's lost interest, there is something deeper to that. So with that, I can understand that. I actually can see what's going on with her. The thing is that um, I think things are turning out the way that she didn't expect. This is an earthly, this is again first dimension, and teaching her that there is a reason for everything that she's going through. A lot of the times we don't like what we're going through, you know, or we're taking classes that, I mean, my daughter's in college and I probably shouldn't talk about her, but she gets so mad. But there's some things like she was taking some classes she absolutely hated. I said, but honey, you're going to be learning and teaching and growing from these. So really just pay attention to what is it that you're supposed to be taking from them. And this is something that you could teach your daughter is just, you know, teach her that, you know, whatever you're going through. And if this isn't because a lot of the times we go into college, we want to do something and then our minds change. Then sometimes the parents push, well, just keep this going. When in all reality, maybe that's not really their purpose and their calling. Maybe they started school and they realized, oh, this is not my passion, but oh, I just found this and this is. So maybe somebody was going into psychology, but then somebody's going into nursing. So we really want to pay attention to, you know, because I wouldn't put a kid in college unless they're at least 21 because your frontal lobe is not developed. Okay. And the frontal lobe is your decision making part of your brain. That isn't developed now with these youngsters until about 23, 24. So when they get to about 23, 24, maybe even 25, especially boys a little bit later, is that then they sort of like have aha moments. It's like, oh, this is what I really like to do. So rather than putting money into a system that is all about money, college is all about money anymore, and the kids are actually teaching themselves, which is stress. I would not want to be in college these days. It is so stressful, and these kids are having to teach themselves, and the professors and the teachers are actually being lazier and not doing what they need to be doing, like lectures and being on top of the students. My daughter, I just like, I love her. She's top A student, but she's had to fight for every test and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. So hang on there, yeah, with your daughter. Okay, so you know what? This is a thing, Michelle. She needs to put the boyfriend aside for a while. It's really hard for a young person to do that, but she has to have self-esteem in her to build herself up. That and this is what we were talking about, getting rid of that low vibration and just say, you know what, I need to focus on me. I can have boyfriends anytime I want in my life, but this time I really need to find out what I want to do and not waste time because time is precious. We cannot get time back. So these are things that, you know, maybe to instill with her is that, you know what, time is precious and you want to make memories, but if the boyfriend is playing games, he's very immature. That is a boy, it's not a man. So it is probably not even the right person that is supposed to be even with her. So this is a person, if you're not against me, and if you're playing games, you're not for me. So, you know, and you're very welcome to share this with her if you'd like to. And if she wants to email me or if you want to email me, please do. It's free. All right. But thank you for coming in. And I'm just going to say, don't forget to subscribe to the reason being is I'm starting a new channel. It is called Transformation by Divine. It is about spiritual growth. It is about learning about divine, the sacred one, or yeah, 19, too young, too young. He's going to play games for a while, way too young. Definitely. He's not ready. Definitely not ready. And not just saying because of his age, but he's not ready. When you're playing games and you're that young, no. The thing is, what happens is then a lot of boys just keep the girls around for either the emotional attachment or the sexual attachment. Not saying that she's sexually active, but that's two things that boys do. As a dating coach, trust me, that's unfortunately that's the only, and they'll keep them hanging on. They'll keep the line and then let it out, and they'll keep the line and let it out. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, definitely this week, really focus in on your intention of where you want to go in the future. Okay. Things are not coming apart, they're coming together. And keep that in mind. That's the positive way. Okay. So, this is going to go away, sort of like when you're getting rid of a bad habit. Okay. I'm going to stop eating sugar. So, I'm going to put maybe fruit in it. So, you have to look at the positive side of everything. Something is good coming, harmony is coming, joy is coming, but you got to look at what your purpose is and what you're supposed to be doing. And the only way you know that is what brings you joy, what brings you love, and what brings you to that level of expanding your aura. All right. If you would love to know more, you're very welcome to either go to my website or just email me. I work with people all over the world for free. So I hope you guys have a great week. Don't forget the full moon reading. There is a link there, but you want to subscribe so you know when I'm on for that and to hit the all notification. YouTube does not send, if you don't hit the all, I guess, they don't send you all my videos. So they just send you what they want to send. That's what another creator said. And so you got to hit the all, I guess. So anyway, she will. She will. She's young. She's young and she will. You just need to keep supporting her and tell her there's a reason for everything, that this is a spiritual walk. This is a spiritual journey. And she will be, she's going through a testing time. So if she's losing interest, there needs to be more of a spiritual bond to her soul of what she wants to do. She's too young yet. She might even go through a few different interest changes. So just be supportive to her, love her, and lift her up, saying, you know what, it's all going to be fine. It's going to be all right, and things are going to move more up. And if she is depressed, then again, she's thinking about what other people are thinking, what other people are and we need to get her to think about what matters to her. All right. Take care, you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you on the full moon. Be good, and don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care now. Nice meeting you. Pop in anytime.